A shot from earlier as the Miami team bus arrived at the arena. The players gearing up for a tough contest away from home. And so off the tip, it's Miami. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Kevin Love out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Oladipo in at the point. Now here's Butler. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
Oh, yes! Whoa. Throw it down!
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Hero on the wing. Driving in and rejected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Adebayo finds Love. Back to Adebayo. Pass to Love. 6 to shoot. Outside Butler. Blocked again! Dinwiddie against Hero. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor? B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Sinks it from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Bridges against Butler. Adebayo passes to Butler. Kicks it to Hero. Oladipo against Simmons. Back to Hero. Pass to Oladipo. And it's blocked.
A 24-second shot clock violation.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
The Heat making a switch here. Rick Sevens checked in. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Claxton. Soft touch off the glass.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
The Heat have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And here's Butler. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Adebayo, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Claxton down low. Here's 7 on him. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Butler. They need this. Brooklyn with the board.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Knocked loose. Pass to Dinwiddie. Bridges outside.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Three-pointer. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami trailing. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Yurt 7 finds Hero. Now Adebayo. Yurt 7 with the ball. Turn around Jay. Tries again. Deflected. And they get it back. They shoot again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Bridges passes to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Simmons. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. Now Hero. Here's Oladipo. Outside Butler. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
1 minute left in the opening quarter. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Lowry, he's checked in for Miami. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The kick out to Simmons. Johnson passes to Simmons. It's Bridges on the wing. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Shot from 16 after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
Man, I love that turnaround jumper. What a tough shot to defend.
Lowry against Simmons. And here's Butler outside. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Here's Dinwiddie. Good D by Yurtseven. 15 seconds left in the first quarter here. Adebayo finds Butler. Hero outside. Ben Simmons grabs the board. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets.
Your next youth net team. Time to make some noise.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Bam Adebayo is out there with Butler. And it's Yurtseven in at the 5. Dinwiddie against Hero. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Well, Simmons' size and strength make him a tough cover inside. The defense gets sloppy, and of course, they foul him.
And he sinks the second. Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons. Such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year, caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
Butler. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Bridges. Lowry against Simmons. The kick out to Johnson. Fires in the triple. Johnson's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Bolster said, quote, you want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns. I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Simmons against Lowry. Here's Dinwiddie. And that one hits the back iron.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And Butler the bucket on the assist from Lowry. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
And Butler doesn't fear anyone, especially when he's looking to score this close to the rim.
Bridges passes to Simmons. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
And it's Butler with the jam.
2 loud points from Jimmy Butler, who is a pretty loud guy, and that's a good thing.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside Butler. Lowry, the pass to Butler. To the left side wing. Here's Adebayo. Oh, the emphatic rejection. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. From deep, Johnson. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Simmons, the pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Simmons. Pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Here's Simmons. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Johnson against Adebayo. Here's Simmons. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Adebayo, counted. Adebayo's got 8.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Back to Claxton. Got a hand on it, and they get it back.
His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
That's good from Butler. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Pass to Hero. And it's Butler off the drive, and he converts the layup. He's got 10.
When you draw as much contact as Butler, you have to be able to finish through it. Jimmy mastered that art a long time ago.
And the Nets call time here.
Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Line change here for Miami. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Dinwiddie with it. Zeller covering. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo finishing it off.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Claxton. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Vincent. Pass to Martin. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
That'll count. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of
24. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Oh, here's Love with the jam.
A real display of willpower by K-Love, making sure his shot falls and the and one.
Free throw drops for Love.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013, their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. Didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Oladipo, the pass to Love, and it's rejected. Here's Thomas. Pass to O'Neal. Martin with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Oladipo, the pass to Love. Rebound Brooklyn. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Left side Curry. Harris with it. Takes a three. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Martin, right side. There's the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Simmons. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out. So the Nets making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Oladipo finds Martin, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Drawing so much attention, Oladipo rotates the ball to the open man. A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
Ooh, here's Zeller, slams it home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And it's O'Neal off the drive. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. O'Neal's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
And that one's good. Zeller and Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Basket's good. Zeller's got 8 points.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Crying for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
He's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Harris. Mikal Bridges checked in for Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in for Curry. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Three-pointer, Bridges. Here's Claxton, another shot, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's off on the first. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Yurt Sevens checked in for Zeller. Jimmy Butler comes in for Martin. Hero, he's checked in for Vincent. And it's Lowry in for Oladipo. Fires the 3. Brooklyn with the board. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Tries it from 19. Yes, on the jumper. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Butler on the wing. Dinwiddie against Love. Lowry to pass to Yurtseven. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Heat lead by 13.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Finney-Smith. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Hits the trifecta. To the middle. Here's Yurtseven. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Yurtseven's got 4 points in the quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. Drives to the hoop. And that's not going to go. And so it's Miami going into the break up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And let's take a look at Miami. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Omer Yurtseven out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. Dinwiddie finds Johnson. Here's Claxton. Back to Johnson. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. By himself. And it's Butler with the jam.
Opportunistic steal by Butler. I mean, his fast hands get him the rock, and he starts a break.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Adebayo, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
Next foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. First personal foul. Team second.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. The drive by Butler. And the shot goes in. Butler's gotten 4 this quarter.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Lowry.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Going inside, Dinwiddie finds Johnson. Wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Hero. Fires from deep. The ball's knocked loose. For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. So it's Miami now. Here's Hero. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side Johnson. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Bridges. He's guarded by Hero. Now Finney-Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the wing on the left. Adebayo passes to Butler. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Butler. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry has always used his stocky build to his advantage. But coming into this season, the Heat said he'd have to address his conditioning.
Grant, we saw in last year's playoffs, the hamstring injury hampered Lowry.
It really did. I mean, he plays a physical style, getting in there and taking charges. And as he enters his late 30s, staying in peak condition could help him withstand the rigors of the season. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Bridges. Back to Finney-Smith. Bridges passes to Johnson. Finney-Smith with it. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Inside. Here's Claxton. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Out to Lowry. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Heat. Now here's Butler. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. And the Heat lead by 15.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jimmy Butler.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Butler with a steal. On the break. Adebayo with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Adebayo, no good. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Claxton. Yes, it's good. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home floor. It'll be the Nets off the tip. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. One thing's for sure tonight, Doris, there'll be no lack of effort from either side. That comes across in their rebounding numbers and going for those 50-50 balls.
These are two teams that take a tremendous amount of pride in their work habits. They have a requirement to get on the floor if there's a loose ball. You're willing to crash the boards on every possession. Neither team wants to be outworked.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one's good, Barnes.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. As far as the key factor in this game, he said defense is the focus. He said our shot blocking anchors us inside. It's something we can count on. Of course, the rest of our defensive execution is just as important. We have to be in total lockdown mode defensively tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, if they can get the stops, GA, they can really take control of this game early.
Well, and of course, easier said than done. It's going to take great communication defensively to make that strategy work.
You know this. You've got to stay connected to shooters. Be quick in your help. Two things they need to do to accomplish this goal.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
VanVleet passes to Siakam. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Here's VanVleet. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Boy, what a nifty move from Fred VanVleet. Works so hard on the handle, so tough.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Simmons feeling it out a bit. At the top of the key, Bridges. 5 on the clock. Johnson for 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Anunoby. The pass to VanVleet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
15 seconds.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's VanVleet.
Ben Simmons, one of the most skilled guys at pressuring the basketball. Long arms, excellent instincts, and the work habits to get it done.
Offensive rebound, and the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
15 seconds.
Bridges with it. He has 6. Johnson finds Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. Tries again.
Well, there's tremendous defensive versatility with Pascal Siakam. He's got reach, he's got length, he's got timing, and he's got quickness.
Clock at 4. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. From outside the arc. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points in the game so far. Beyond the arc. Let's keep it alive. To the middle. Moves back up. And the layup is good.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Anunoby. After the basket by Brooklyn. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Over Siakam. It's been all about Cameron Johnson for the Nets. He delivered 9 points.
Please give a big round of applause for your Nets Youth Dance Team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Right, Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Jakob Pirtle. Count that one. Bridges got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
What a wingspan on this young man. Able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
That shot wide open.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Here's Van Vliet. After Mikal Bridges' bucket. For 3, Siakam. That shot misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Simmons passes to Claxton. Toronto grabs the miss. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Anunoby kicks to Barnes. Down low, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now here's Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Johnson. Pass to Simmons. Johnson against Anunoby. Here's Claxton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Nets lead by 15.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Bridges outside. Nets passing it around and stolen by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Watch 2 minutes to play.
Johnson dishes to Dinwiddie. For 3, Bridges. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Here's on an open. This one for 3. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 14.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. Back to Dinwiddie. Johnson for 3. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 12. The kick out to Barnes. To the paint. Stolen away. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Now, here's Siakam. 7 points in the game. Right side, Simmons. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score, draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Van Vliet finds Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Johnson outside. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. All right, Dave, thank you. And
36. The Raptors, 19.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
O'Neal is out there with Harris, and there's Seth Curry. Then it's Thomas, and it's Finney Smith in at center. So that's the Nets 5. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it. Oh, my goodness, Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
There's O'Neal with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Oh, my goodness, a sensational athlete. Go ahead, Thaddeus Young.
It's the Nets now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Thomas finds Curry. Back to Thomas. Curry on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. Porter pulls it in. Raptors trail by 13. Young dishes to Porter. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Now here's Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Launches it. A shot, no good. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Trent, right side, fires from the wing. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
Gary Trent Jr.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Curry against Flynn. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Now here is Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Thomas against Trent. Here's Achua.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score it, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Thomas, no luck. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now, here is Young. And Young slams it home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 13.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip man.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Porter. Here's Flynn. O'Neal with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Raptors trail by 13. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Pirtle with the steal. To the inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. For three, Harris. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points up at the end of the period.
Please give a big round of applause for your Nets Youth 15.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
This is your time.
Nets leading by 13. So the Raptors 5 right now. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And Simmons kicks to Bridges. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Raptors trail by 13. VanVleet on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Right wing. Here's Siakam. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Bridges. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anunoby has the open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Claxton the pass to Simmons. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. Raptors get it back. And the shot goes in. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Simmons. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And Siakam throws it down.
Excellent anticipation of a teammate's defensive ability. Siakam gets out in transition. Nice.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside for Simmons. Inside. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Pocket 2. That one falls coming on Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got 19 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Dinwiddie following the miss by Fred Van Vliet. Outside for Simmons. The dish now to Bridges. Back to Simmons. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Yep, it counts.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Dinwiddie outside. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Raptors trail by 12. Here's Anunoby. Sinks the three-pointer. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Bridges outside. And they come right back with their own 3 points. Bridges has got 9 points here in the second half. Van Vliet passes to Pirtle. Anunoby with it. Puts it up. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mikal Bridges.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Dives for it, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
43 seconds left in the fourth. A 3 from Simmons. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 14-point game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Here's VanVleet. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Well, you love the relentless energy from Siakam. It's sort of a staple of his game. Gets to the offensive glass there.
Here's Dinwiddie. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had anything.
need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Fast break, here we go. Here's VanVleet. Anunoby for 3. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Lowry, the pass to Hero. And here's Butler outside. Rebound by VanVleet. About a minute played here so far in the first. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Butler. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Barnes with it. Picked up by Lowry. The 3 is up. That's good from Siakam on the assist from Barnes.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Oladipo's checked in for Lowry. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Jimmy Butler understanding the spacing on that particular possession and able to knock it down.
Kicks it out to Barnes. VanVleet up top. And he buries his first look.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Oladipo against VanVleet. Outside Love. Now here's Hero. Defense right on him. Here's Oladipo. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Bam Adebayo. First personal foul.
That free throw good from VanVleet. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Pass to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Over Adebayo. Adebayo gets a hand on it.
Are we sure that Bame's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Miami trailing. Adebayo, a screen on Barnes. Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
It's Oladipo with a drive. Adebayo, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Miami's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Adebayo, a screen on VanVleet. Hero finds Adebayo. Here's Butler. Fires the 3. Siakam pulls down the board. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Barnes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Anunoby, nice move. And he lays it in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And a fast break now for the Raptors. Outside Barnes. Siakam for three. This shot won't fall, and it's Miami the other way.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
Martin, he's checked in for Love. Butler against Barnes. Down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Launches it. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Martin finds Butler. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Butler's got 8 points.
Well, Jimmy Butler committed on getting to the inside. The closer he gets, the more damage he can do.
What a play! That's good! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Raptors. They lead by 13, and the second quarter is on its way when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Yurt Sevens checked in for Miami. Lowry comes in for Oladipo. Ooh, an open look for Hero. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Van Vliet against Lowry. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Yurt Seven. And we played through the first minute here in the second.
Leader of the 2019 Raptors championship team, Kyle Lowry, winning in those finals as the point guard. It just took his career and confidence to another level.
Lowry with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Outside Butler. Out to Lowry. Takes the three. Rebound by Van Vliet. Lowry and the Raptors made their first finals in 2019, and facing that Warriors team that was presenting itself as a dynasty.
Man, Lowry was terrific in that series. I think he put to bed a lot of playoff demons that might have been haunting him. 7 assists per game, barely any turnovers, going up against Steph, really earning that ring and solidifying his place in the league.
Butler passes to Yurt Seven. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Miami, no good that time either. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Butler to the inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Pass to Anunoby. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Omer Yurt Seven, and it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Craig.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Lowry, the pass to Butler. Over to the left wing. Adebayo from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. Adebayo's got his first 3 points of the game. Toronto's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Hero, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Count it, good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
B.A., it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Van Vliet against Lowry. Pass to Pirtle. And stolen by Adebayo. Now you're at 7. Back to Hero. Oh, deflected. Siakam with it. And you're at 7. Picks him up defensively. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Heat have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Miami foul. Tyler Hero. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Toronto. OG Anunoby.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Oladipo. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. And through the first half, pretty lopsided affair. Raptors out in front, up by 16. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just... Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Omer at 7. Caleb Martin out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Gabe Vincent, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Love is checked in for Miami. Miami shooting 40% so far in this one. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Boucher. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Victor Oladipo.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Zeller with the ball. Now guarded by Achua. And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Martin, the pass to Trent. Boucher outside. Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop. And Miami will go the other way with it. Back to Trent. Puts up a 3.
Miami foul. Gabe Vincent. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Raptors now. Boucher outside. Here's Porter, and Cody Zeller is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And here's Barton outside, hits the 3-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 17.
That's not an easy 3, but Will Barton executed.
It's Martin on the wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Boucher. That one is off. For Miami, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Martin with the ball. Now guarded by Achua. Here's Zeller. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Porter. He takes it in. And then Porter with the dunk.
I love seeing Porter attack the rim. Keeps the defense from overplaying him on the perimeter.
Miami calls timeout.
Here they come! And here come your Heat Breaker dance crew.
A line change here for Miami.
For your Heat Breaker dance crew. Let's go!
And for the Heat, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Lowry against Trent. Pass to Hero. Right wing. Adebayo from long range. He buries it from 3. Adebayo's got 10.
Too much to worry about with Bam when he's in the post and on the elbow making plays. And now he's making 3s. Wow.
Barton, the pass to Boucher. Stolen by Hero. Butler on the wing. 9 points in the game. And finished off by Adebayo.
And the coaching staff continues to impress upon Bam to keep exploring all of his offensive talents. His confidence sky high.
Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. Porter's got his second basket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's 7, finds Hero. And a two-handed jam.
Hero with the heroic slam.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. All right, Brent, how about what Tyler Hero brings to the table?
Well, Tyler is such a huge part of why the Heat had so much success last season, coming off the bench with unbelievable consistency. And he shot the 3 as good as ever, raised that scoring average up. This guy is not an all-star yet, but he's on the fringe, B.A.
Hero on the wing. Pass to your 7. Achua with a steal. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Trent, the pass to Achua. Barton with it. And your 7 picks him up defensively. And here's Porter. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul. So Toronto ends up going with a new group.
Number 4. Substitution on the court.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Hero outside. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Miami has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Adebayo passes to Yurtseven. Now Butler, back to Yurtseven. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome.
Miami fans, your
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Lowry against VanVleet. Siakam outside. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Hero. Out to the right wing. Adebayo passes to Lowry. Now Yurtseven. It's stolen by Pirtle. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Outside Barnes. Siakam outside. Pass to VanVleet. 5 on the clock. Now here's Barnes. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Our team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Miami calls timeout. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, OG Anunoby.
I mean, come on. His offensive focus was just second to none in this game. He really found his rhythm early and didn't give the defense a chance at all.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Appreciate the report, Allie. Good on both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
The Raptors with a lead. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Anunoby. And Hero grabs the board. The Heat have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy Butler has that kind of room, and he's going to throw it down.
VanVleet against Butler. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
VanVleet against Hero. Pass to Martin. Butler with the ball. Now you're at 7. Here's Hero. And a nice finish on the layup.
How about Hero? Gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
Barnes against Martin. Here's Siakam. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 9.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Butler passes to Martin. Hero with it. It's tipped. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Van Vliet moving it up. Here's Anunoby to the wing on the left. Siakam outside. Back to Van Vliet. From outside the arc. Siakam, no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And finished off by Adebayo.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. To the middle. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Martin outside. There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. Barnes with the rebound. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
So it's Miami now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And finished off by Adebayo.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Anunoby.
Miami foul. Tyler Hero. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
OG Anunoby.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
So you want to get your coach fired up? Do something like that right there. That kind of loss of concentration will drive your coach crazy.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Adebayo, that's good.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. Van Vliet against Hero. Adebayo from long range. That shot missing. So the Raptors win it. They have to feel good about it. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
And it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Bridges. He's out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Breaker Dance Crew.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
Now here is Lowry. Heat moving the ball around. Hero kicks to Adebayo. The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 3. The Heat need to get a shot off. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lowry against Dinwiddie. Bridges for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Butler dishes to Lowry. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Simmons sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Simmons. He takes it in. It's hauled in by Hero. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Adebayo. The layup missed.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Gets free t-shirt. Who wants one?
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Simmons passes to Bridges. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. And there's the pass to Bridges. Outside for Simmons. Here's Claxton. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Pass to Butler. There's the drive. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Johnson. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Butler.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Hero on the wing. Now, here's Yurtseven. He's guarded closely, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timeout called the Heat. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports leagues. He worked his way up from video coordinator
And some changes here for the Heat. Caleb Martin comes in for Yurtseven, and it's Victor Oladipo in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Dinwiddie. And Simmons kicks to Dinwiddie. The putback, Claxton. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
The Heat trail by 6. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, Jimmy Butler is definitely a defensive difference maker.
He is, Kevin. Back in the 2021 season, Butler led the league in steals. He is so committed to forcing you to make mistakes with the ball. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside, Simmons. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
And stolen by Butler. Down low. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Now here's Simmons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Martin. Passes it to Adebayo. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Nets leading by 3. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Simmons against Butler. Goes up on the wing, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Claxton. Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside for Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Hero with it. Here's Adebayo. And he banks in the layup.
With a lethal mix of strength and length, Bam Adebayo can wreak havoc down low.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat Youth team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Martin is out there with Adebayo, and it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Nets leading by 3. Simmons with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball, SuperLu.
Here's Adebayo. That one goes in.
Nice work in there by Adebayo. He sets a physical tone for this team.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Now here's Simmons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. No good from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 4. Bridges inside. Now recovering. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefines the point guard position.
The Heat making a switch here. Vincent's checked in, and Miami making a change here. Love's checked in. Butler up top. The pass to Vincent. Over in the corner, Hero. Into the lane. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not lacking confidence. Love seeing Tyler go up strong with this one.
Johnson outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Butler. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks it out to Love. Dinwiddie against Butler. Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Here's Hero. After the basket by Brooklyn. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Johnson. For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Heat. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Pass to Hero. Adebayo with the elbow. A wide open look for Love. And it's off from 3-point range.
Blocking foul called on Jimmy Butler. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Heat call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And a new group in for the Heat. Yurtseven's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Galen Martin comes in for Jimmy Butler. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vincent. And here's Lowry. After Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Lowry.
Tough-minded individual. Lowry answers back with his own 3 on the other end.
The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Lowry with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And it's Martin missing. Brooklyn leading by 8. Bridges attacking. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Miami's on 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside for Martin. Love outside. Outside, Martin. The 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Nets, 25. And put your hands together and get loud for the Milwaukee.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. They've got Thomas. Joe Harris is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Curry. And it's Finney Smith in at the pivot spot. And in the middle. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Brooklyn with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Harris kicks to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris passes to Curry. Sinks the triple. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Oladipo outside. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Brooklyn leading by 9. And here is Curry on the wing. Harris back to Curry. Fires for 3. Curry with another miss. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's Martin on the wing, guarded by Harris. Up against Curry. And Love throws it down.
Look at him rising above the defense. Kevin Love with the statement finish.
And great for Kevin Love. He feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench, should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
He gets that one.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
O'Neal from long range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's Martin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And so Martin nails both of them. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Johnson outside. Timeout called. The Nets.
The Nets call timeout. You know what time it is, you fans. Make some noise for your Heat Breaker dance crew.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Love. And Hero subbed in for Oladipo. .153 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Lowry against Bridges to the left side wing. And stolen by Simmons. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
A walking triple-double that Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Martin. The Heat trail by 10. Hero passes to Lowry. Crafty move. The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Johnson kicks to Simmons. Back to Johnson. On the wing, Bridges. Fires the three. Headshot off. And Miami the other way now. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. Here's Butler. And he converts the layup. Butler's got 6 points.
Often delivering as much punishment as he takes. Jimmy Butler with a nice finish through contact.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Back to Dinwiddie. And there's Bridges on the assist by Dinwiddie. He's got 13.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. An explosive athlete who finishes with power. Bam, getting people out of their seats.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. And there's the drive. Claxton with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
All right, crowd. It's time to get out of your seats. That's right. It's T-shirt time.
Zeller is checked in for Miami. Caleb Martin comes in for Kyle Lowry. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. To the middle. Here's Simmons. That's tipped.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious heart.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into and let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find a guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Tyler Hero out there with Butler. Then it's Zeller. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that stuff.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
The kick outside to Butler. Zeller, a screen on Simmons. Butler from outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
Butler has come a long way with his ball handling. He has a few tricks he can pull off from time to time to score.
Here's Simmons. Oh, wow!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Butler against Bridges. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Explosiveness by Butler. Leaping way off the ground for that dunk.
Dinwiddie dishes to Johnson. Outside, Simmons. Bridges passes to Johnson. Back to Bridges. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And the Nets lead by 9.
if you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Butler passes to Adebayo. Can they get it? And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Simmons looking around. Here's Dinwiddie. Misses the three. The Heat trail by 13. Dinwiddie with the steal. And Simmons kicks to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Bridges for three. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. And Butler, here we go. Feeds to Zeller. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, Claxton. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jimmy Butler, 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Back to Hero. The kick outside to Butler. Zeller trying to free himself up. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Jimmy Butler. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the 4th. Pass to Bridges. Johnson, a wide open look. And the Nets miss again. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And a wide open look for Hero. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to Claxton. Simmons on the wing. Back to Johnson. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Off target from three-point range. Here's Adebayo. And he just jams it right over Ben Simmons.
Showing off the dynamic athleticism. Bam is no stranger to rocking the rim.
Foul called on Mikal Bridges.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Butler nails both of them.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Team foul number 4.
Here's Simmons. And they go to the intentional foul.
Jimmy Butler, 4th personal foul. Penalty. At the line for the Nets.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's off as well. So he misses both. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. 6-point game. Adebayo drives in. It's deflected. Johnson outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they tighten up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both good from the line that time. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
At the line for the Nets.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And here are the Heat now. Here's Hero. Yes!
Tyler Hero steps up and delivers big time.
From Jimmy Butler.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges attacking. Banked in off the glass.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Adebayo passes to Zeller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6. Johnson left side. From deep, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. It'll be the Nets off the tip. Now here's Simmons and the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Cameron Johnson. Ben Simmons is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Greg.
Hey, BA, get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet, believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
Bridges with it, inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Pass to Pirtle. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Now here's Porter. Van Vliet with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Pirtle over Finney Smith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Bridges. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Porter Jr. Back to Simmons. Outside Johnson. Pass to Simmons. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Just 3 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Claxton with a rebound.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Keeps it alive, controls the rebound and the putback.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
To the paint, Finney Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Johnson. Bridges down low. Anunoby covering. On the wing, Finney Smith. And stolen by Boucher. The drive by Van Vliet. Boucher outside. Pass to Van Vliet. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Nets with a lead. Simmons up top. He's covered by Siakam. Outside, Finney Smith. Simmons, the pass to Bridges. Shoots over Anunoby. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over-the-back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Now here's Pirtle. The kick out to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Boucher outside. Shoots. And again, no good by Toronto. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Stolen by Siakam. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pirtle finds Anunoby. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Now Bridges looking for his first basket, still in this one. And it's good for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Siakam outside. Anunoby on the take. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors. You dance me.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Johnson, then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. Left side, Johnson. From downtown, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you. You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
Van Vliet right side. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The kick out to Simmons. Johnson passes to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges with it. Anunoby covering. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing, covered by Johnson. Here's Anunoby. Brooklyn with the board.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place? Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Siakam, pass to Boucher. Siakam against Simmons. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Tries it from the top of the key. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. Bridges against Van Vliet. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Inside, Simmons. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Well, Simmons' size and strength make him a tough cover inside. The defense gets sloppy, and of course, they foul him.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And here's Boucher. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Anunoby, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. To the inside, and stolen by Boucher. In transition, here they come. The kick out to Van Vliet. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Simmons against Siakam. Johnson passes to Simmons. Here's Claxton. Out to Bridges. Fires the 3. Shot clock at 6. And here comes the break. Here's Anunoby. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets. And that's an intentional foul.
Fred Van Vliet. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Bridges outside. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Bridges has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Boucher outside.
He didn't have his feet planted.
That's his 1st personal foul. 2nd team
The free throw drops for Boucher.
at the line for your Raptors.
And Boucher drops them both. 35 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Claxton. Outside Simmons. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Now Pirtle, outside for Boucher. Siakam in the post, out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Get ready for the
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson, he's been playing really well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Gary Trent. Otto Porter is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Will Barton. And it's Achua in at the 5. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Fires it. Harris. And the tip in on the offensive boards. And the Nets lead by 4.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Trent finds Achua. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Curry against Trent. Pass to O'Neal. Puts up a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Trent, the pass to Barton. Outside for Boucher. Curry against Trent. Drops in the layup for 2.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Harris. Fires for 3. Up again. Rebounded by Trent.
That's his first personal foul.
Toronto trailing. Barton outside. Back to Trent. Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris.
Next foul, Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Raptors now. Pass to Barton. For the lead. Achua with a screen on Dinwiddie. Achua up top. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Porter. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Trent from long range. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Barton, the pass to Trent. Back to Barton. Pass to Trent. On the wing, Barton. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Trent, the pass to Barton. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Outside for Boucher. Drills it from deep. Boucher's got 5 now.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Curry passes to Harris. Here's Thomas. And they recover it. Back to Harris. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The free throw dropped for Boucher. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Barnes comes in for Porter Jr. And Anunoby, he's checked in for Barton. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Trent. Simmons, the pass to Bridges for the lead. Rebound by the Raptors. Outside Barnes. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Buries it from three. VanVleet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Left side Simmons. Here's Finney Smith. Three-pointer, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Raptors up 5. Don't go.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
And we expect the best from you. It's time to get loud.
Brooklyn has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. On the floor for Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors. Brooklyn trailing. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And the Nets making a change here. Mills is checked in. It's Bridges on the wing. From deep, Johnson counted from distance.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Now here's VanVleet. Here's Siakam. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. VanVleet misses. Brooklyn has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Claxton. Back to Finney-Smith. Mills against VanVleet. Outside Mills. Bridges outside. Shoots. And the Nets get it back. Here's Claxton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
No good on that one.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And he can't hit the second. The Raptors with a lead. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
And here's Mills from the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. Outside Anunoby. It's Barnes on the wing. Siakam outside. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. And now a 9-point Raptor lead.
The more Siakam uses the three-point shot, the more it helps his game. It makes him the all-around player he needs to be.
Mills, the pass to Bridges. Takes the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
VanVleet against Mills. Stolen by Mills. Fast break, Brooklyn. From deep, Johnson. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3 from Barnes. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Mills. Claxton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Siakam outside. outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. 6 to shoot. The 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn going the other way now. And here's Mills from the arc. On target from range. And now it's just a 2-point Toronto lead.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Barnes. That's a foul. Called on Cameron Johnson. That'll be a second foul in the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Over Bridges. Here's Pirtle. Clock is at 3. And again, another missed shot. To tie it up. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Oh, the trifecta!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Barnes. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. It falls! 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Finney-Smith. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
At the line,
and so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
On the wing, Finney-Smith. Fires from deep. And buries it from deep. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. And Toronto calls time here. Score's tied at 47. 1 second left in the fourth.
Here they are, your north side.
Here's Van Vliet. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. It's Bridges on the wing. Three-pointer. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Blocked! Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Mills. Back to Bridges. Stolen by Anunoby. Siakam, pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Here's Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul. Barnes finds Anunoby. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets.
see, picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Bridges passes to Mills. Bridges with it. Outside Mills. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Johnson. That three's off the mark. Toronto trailing. And here's Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Now Siakam. 18 feet out. No good. A bit long that time.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Back to Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Bridges outside. Finney-Smith with it. From deep, Johnson. Siakam pulls down the board. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Anunoby. It's good! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Bridges outside. On the wing, Finney-Smith. He's covered by Siakam. Offline! And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge and personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can... And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still beat.
Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And Toronto calls time here. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left to play in overtime. All right, guys, what's your take?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. It was touch and go there for...
Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Adebayo is out there with Yurtseven, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Now here's Barnes, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays. He can get downhill. He can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
And Miami has possession after the Raptors pick up 2. Lowry finds Adebayo. Barnes against Butler. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Don't you love the mentality of Jimmy Butler? He almost embraces the contact, invites the contact.
Van Vliet against Lowry. Anunoby passes to Barnes. Here's Pirtle. Back to Anunoby. And a wide open look for Siakam. They shoot again. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now here's Butler. Hero from long range. Good saving. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And no good that time. And Miami the other way now. Lowry kicks to Hero. The kick outside to Butler. And that one is hammered home.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
Now the pass to Anunoby. Now Siakam for the 3. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Van Vliet wide open. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Heat trail by 3. 3 on 3. Here's Adebayo. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. Top of the key, Siakam. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Siakam passes to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. The dish to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now here is Lowry. Outside Butler. Hero on the wing. Back to Butler. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Barnes against Butler. Barnes dishes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Butler. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, how about that? Jimmy Butler says, all right, defense, you're slow to react. I'm going to rise and fire from above your head.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Siakam. The kick out to Barnes. At the elbow, Van Vliet. There's the 3. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Now here is Lowry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hero passes to Yurtsevin. Here's Adebayo. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 8. We'll be back shortly, live.
Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
I like how they work the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Right, Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in its center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Passes to Siakam. And stolen by Love. Stolen by Van Vliet. He kicks it to Pirtle.
Blocking foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Raptors now. Barnes outside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Boy, Van Vliet, just great vision and feel for the game.
Outside, Hero. Back to Oladipo. Butler attacking. And here's Love for 3. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. Toronto leading by 10. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. Siakam inside the three-point line. The kick out to Barnes. Raptors get it back. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go. The Heat trail by 10. Butler deciding where to go with it. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And the shot goes in. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points.
Well, just high-quality transition opportunity right there from Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so reliable to make the plays necessary in transition.
Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
Here's Oladipo, and the layup's good off the glass.
Oladipo is a star, and he powers through the contact to convert.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Knocked away and stolen by Butler. Hero with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Butler passes to Oladipo. Back to Butler, and they double up Butler. Here's Love. Count it. Love's got it back down to within single digits for Miami.
Boy, you got to try and do your best to get Kevin Love out of the paint, because this guy is so adept at using his frame and his strength to get that kind of inside position.
Siakam finds Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. And Oladipo pulls it down. Pass to Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. There's the pass to Anunoby. And again, no good by Toronto.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hero.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Hero. Oladipo against Van Vliet. Here's Butler. And Pirtle sends it back. Anunoby passes to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Pirtle on the wing. Barnes. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Oladipo finds Adebayo. And they're moving it up. Here's Pirtle.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Hero with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oladipo against Van Vliet. And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, this is the prototypical combo guard, Victor Oladipo. Very effective getting room to shoot off the dribble.
Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Anunoby. With 2 seconds left. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back.
The Heat, 20. 10 put your hands together and get down for the Jabberwockies.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Jakob Poeltl in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Oladipo in at the point. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. 6-point game. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Adebayo.
For 3.
Oladipo's got 9 points.
Oladipo becoming a major threat from distance. Nice.
Achua in the corner. Barton kicks to Trent. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Achua, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. A different look for Miami. Zeller, who's checked in for Adebayo. Caleb Martin comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Gabe Vincent in for Hero. Now a timeout called by Miami.
We'd love to give away shirts to our loudest fans. Now is that time to grab a free shirt.
Yurtseven, he's checked in for the Heat. Kyle Lowry comes in for Victor Oladipo. The Heat trail by 5. And here's Lowry. No points in the game yet for him. Martin attacking. And stolen by Achua. Down low. Trent can't hit. The Heat shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Martin, the pass to Yurtseven. And it goes down 2 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Trent kicks to Barton. Back to Trent. And a wide open look for Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Lowry looking around. Left side, Martin. Zeller dishes to Lowry. Back to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Lowry drives in. That's to Yurtseven. It's deflected. Achua with it. Drives to the hoop. The dunk by Achua.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Outside for Martin. Jacks up a 3. Porter pulls it in. They get a hand on it. Another shot. He lays it in.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Trent against Lowry. Back to Trent. He's defended by Yurtseven. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Zeller. Back to Lowry. Here's Vincent. Martin defending. Here's Zeller. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zeller's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Porter passes to Trent. Back to Porter. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Here's Lowry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Vincent. Martin defending. Martin kicks to Lowry. Now Zeller for the lead. Vincent misses. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Martin surveying the floor. He's defended by Yurtseven. And the basket is good. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Martin kicks to Zeller. It's stolen. It's Barton with the drive. Misses the baby hook. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Raptors out in front.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 3. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Adebayo finds Hero. Clock at 6. There's the drive. Good work there as it goes. Yurtseven's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Miami. Now, here's Siakam. VanVleet passes to Anunoby. He feeds it to Pirtle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tyler Hero picks one up.
It was dealing with the NBA's physical play that was Pirtle's biggest challenge when he came into the league, but he knows how to use his body now to get these calls.
The Heat trail by 3. Oladipo outside. The pass to Yurtseven. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
To the inside, Anunoby, back to VanVleet. Fades back. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Oladipo.
Boy, that's an example of...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult, be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin will see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Second chance shot, and Siakam gets it to go on the assist from VanVleet.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area. Does nice work there.
And the Heat call time here. Check in for Miami. The Heat trail by 4. Oladipo outside, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
Oladipo against VanVleet. Siakam passes to Pirtle, and stolen by Love. And Oladipo kicks to Love. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. Anunoby has the open look. Offline with his three. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Love the pass to Hero. Passes it to Butler. Shot clock at 6. To Love to take the lead. Toronto grabs the miss. Hurdle's got 8 rebounds in this game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
No one covering. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Outside Butler. Here's Oladipo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Oladipo hits them both. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Van Vliet. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. And Anunoby, here we go. Connects from three-point range.
Scotty Barnes, big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Timeout called. The Heat. They're trailing by 4. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Different look for Miami. Yurtsevin comes in for Kevin Love. And Kayla Martin subbed in for Hero. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Butler.
You can see it from the moment he caught the basketball. Jimmy Butler delivers again.
Siakam against Adebayo. Berta sets the pick for Siakam. Clock at 6. Hurdle trying to get open. Break D that time from Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Adebayo against Siakam. Anunoby passes to Purtle. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To take the lead, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one goes on Anunoby.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
With a screen on Oladipo. Anunoby. With 3, Siakam. Knocks down the trifecta.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Butler. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
Now here is Purtle. He's defended by Yurtsevin. And he commits the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
The thing you've always loved about Fred VanVleet is his ability to stay focused and calm in the moments that matter. Now standing at the free throw line with a big chance here.
Ends with a big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean,